Hello, my name is Robert Rickover. I've been teaching the Alexander Technique for over 35 years. I teach in Lincoln, Nebraska, where I live. I also teach regularly in Toronto, Canada. And for the last several years, a lot of my teaching has been online, a process I call online posture and movement coaching. I was recently introduced to a concept called flipping the classroom. One of the pioneers of that process is a man named Salman Khan, who is the founder of the Khan Academy, which is basically online video classes in just about every topic imaginable. The basic idea behind flipping the classroom is that instead of going to a classroom and listening to lectures delivered by teachers in the classroom, you get the basic information online, and then the classroom becomes a place where you can discuss and refine, ask questions about, and dive deeper into the topic. As a former economist, that appealed to me immediately as a way, way more efficient way to use both the teacher's time and a student's time. So with that idea in mind, I'm doing a little experiment here of creating a series of 6 short videos. They'll be under 10 minutes, most around 7 or 8 minutes in length, on the topic lessons in self-direction using the principles of the Alexander Technique. Now, for those who are not familiar with the Alexander Technique, in a nutshell, it's a way of learning how to use yourself, your physical mechanism, more effectively as you go through life. How to do things with less strain, how to do them more easily, more enjoyably. And I believe that Alexander directions, which are a concept in that field, are perhaps the most important skill to master by any student. So I'm beginning with this initial series on Alexander directions, how to use them, how to experiment with them to make sure they're useful to you, how to deliver them in an effective way to yourself. So that's going to be the initial series, which will be posted at the same time that this introduction is. If this experiment's successful, I plan to do another series on body mapping, which is a bit of a subset of the Alexander Technique, basically learning on yourself where certain key joints and internal relationships are in your own body so that you can use it more efficiently. I also want to do a series on how we respond, or what are the forces that are operating on us as we go through life, the fundamental forces that impinge on us all the time, gravity being one, and possibly the most important, but certainly not the only one. So how we can use our structure, which you'll learn a bit about in body mapping, we can use our structure to make, and our understanding of those forces to go about life on our planet as easily and efficiently as possible. I also would like to do a short series on constructive rest, which is an Alexander Technique process for releasing tensions in your body. And there may be others as well. I'm hoping that these lessons will be helpful for pretty much anyone who's interested, people who know nothing of the Alexander Technique, people who are currently students of the technique, teachers of the technique, people who are training to be teachers of the technique. And because it's an experiment, I very much want to get feedback. and questions. And there will be a link. These videos will all be on YouTube, and there'll be a link to a page where you can get in touch with me. And if there are enough questions on any particular topic, I'll simply add additional videos to cover them. I think that's pretty much all that I want to say right now, except that in terms of the reason why I want to do this, first of all, I think it's a more efficient way of getting Alexander ideas out there. Also, a personal preference of mine is to work with students who are self-motivated, who are working on their own. I would way prefer to have 20 students who are each having perhaps 5 sessions each, than 10 students who are having 10 sessions each. It'd be much more enjoyable to spend less lesson time with students and have them do much more of the work on their own. And the other reason why I'm interested in doing this is I want to help raise the profile of the Alexander technique. I think most people who have come in contact with it, teachers and students, would agree that the technique deserves way more recognition than it has. So hopefully these videos will help with that. That said, this is the end of the introduction, and the next video in the series will be session 1, and that will come soon.